If you would like to get this month's crystal reading for your sign for download and purchase, please click on the Vimeo link below this video in the Show More section, or visit my website, theluckymermaid.com, and the links for these videos are posted on the most recent video page. Please be sure to check out my other psychic readings for each zodiac sign I have available there as well. Thank you so much. Wish you many blessings and peace.
Hi Leo, I'm Pam, and welcome to your Psychic Tarot reading for September 2017. This month I laid out the 5-card Rainbow Tarot spread for you using the Hanson-Roberts Tarot deck. And remember, these are general readings, and to get messages pertaining specifically for you, you would need a private reading. This recording is for Leo Sun, Leo Ascendant, and Leo Moon. Please be sure to watch your rising sign and your moon sign to gain more insight and information, because some months they're going to resonate more for you than your sun sign will. All that being said, Leo, now onto your reading for September 2017. First card you have of the 5 is the 5 of Swords. And the 5 of Swords is a card to me that symbolizes standing your ground, drawing a line in the sand, standing up against any naysayers, gossipers, or detractors. It can be like, drawing a line in the sand. It can also be, standing up for yourself in some way. I hear you saying to somebody, you've got to stop this behavior and it's got to quit right now. You could be saying that to your kids, your grandkids, your spouse, your pet, yourself even. But you're saying it to somebody in September. Some of you may feel like there's a lot of bad behavior going on around you amongst family members. If it's not family, it could be in some other group endeavor or situation, like work, a club you belong to, a council you sit on, a team that you're involved in. But wherever it is, I see you getting riled up, and you're speaking up, and you're saying this behavior has to stop, and it has to stop right now. Could even be in the areas of politics and government as well. You're going to stop something and block something from happening in September. Maybe you're stopping a bill. Maybe you're a congressman and you're stopping something, or or you have a child that's dating somebody you don't approve of, and you're going to put a stop to it. You're going to put your foot down. Could be behavior at work. Maybe you are a boss and you have some people that are being insubordinate, lazy, or they need to stop their behavior, or you're firing their butts. I mean, anything is possible here, but I see you putting a stop to something. You may have rushed in too quickly, and you may need more time to process something. So if Mercury's in retrograde until the 5th of September, and you're still in the shadow period after 2 weeks after it's over. So I really feel like that's a Mercury in retrograde event happening right there. Some people are complaining, and there's too much BS going on. Again, I feel like you're listening to it, and you're the one saying this has to stop. There's too much BS going on. That's coming from you, your thought, your emotion, or the way you're feeling about some kind of situation you see playing out for you in September. And if somebody wants to get you out of something or off of something, I hear you saying, they're going to have to take me kicking and screaming out of here. So this can go either way, Leo, because at first I see you doing that towards someone else, but some of you Leos may have it directed towards you. I do see your defiance quite strongly, and your commanding presence and resonating voice of, not letting something continue here. Some of you may feel like you've been falsely accused of something, or like you've been set up, or like to be the fall guy or woman. Some of you may feel like somebody's purposely setting you up so they can take your job or take your spouse. I don't know. It's a tricky business here, and this is coming up, so it's multiple things off of this card. You might want to listen to that again, Leo, because it is a general reading, so it's really hard to, pinpoint exactly for all of you in this brief time here. So here you have the Four of Cups next. This is ruminating, going within, overanalyzing, pulling at straws, worriment, maybe worrying about the past, considering your options. You could have an opportunity or some kind of blessing that gets offered to you and comes out of the blue. So you have to be paying attention or you might miss it. There's nuances of things that you don't like, and any ugliness that you've witnessed, heard about, or had to deal with that has to do with the past or situations in recent past or long ago past, it's like now time for you to put it behind you. Comes up. So in September, you may be revisiting, and they're acting like they're ugly things. So these ugly things could be hurts, betrayals, things people said, mistreatments you may have had of some kind. Again, I hate to be redundant about and overblowing about this Mercury in retrograde, but in your case, and there was one other sign I really felt like it was kicking them in the butt this way too, or similarly. Or kicking up dust in their life in that way. I feel that you're revisiting some things in the past. And these things in the past were things that you felt were ugly or hurt you. Maybe there's a reason that they're kicking up again. Like maybe somebody from the past shows up, or somebody brings up old stories or old hurts by something they say. It's going to be different for all of you why these past pains and hurts get revisited, and you're considering them and thinking about them in your mind in September. All the reasons are not going to be identical, but I do see you doing that. But it's actually healing. It's not necessarily a negative thing. It's like you have to revisit it and look at it and think about it so you can like turn it over and maybe give it a new perspective, or finally eradicate it from your system and having it bother you or plague you anymore. There is, for some of you, a percentage of you, I do see somebody giving you either a raise, a promotion, a break, a gig, a special spot, something that comes up. They could be interviewing you on a television talk show. They could be doing a magazine write-up or article about your business or your work. or even on the internet. You've got something promising here that's happening. So as odd as this card is that it comes up, that I see you revisiting old past wounds and hurts and pains and then dealing with them and looking at them in a new way, maybe getting them out of your life. You've also got this opportunity of some sort that comes to you that really feels golden to me for you. So if you don't see it happen in September, it could take you a little longer because timing won't be the same for all of you. It may come up in October or November for some of you Leos. You have the Nine of Pentacles next, which is, to me, being at peace and contentment with your life and having financial stability and abundance behind you. You may be rewriting things that have to do with wills, trust funds, or money. I also see some of you Leos rewriting bylaws and laws and protocols and methodologies or systems or controls, like rewriting things. Again, it's not going to be the same for all of you, but some of you it may be rewriting things that have to do with money, wills, like I said, trust funds, anything else like that. Just think on that, Leo. If you feel like you get some kind of gratification, for some of you, of some kind of money that comes rolling in. Some of you could be getting commissions, checks, bonuses, insurance payouts, grants, loans, paybacks of, Maybe people borrowed money from you and they're going to pay back their debt. Maybe you worked a lot of overtime, or you did something special and you hadn't gotten the money yet at your business or job, and now they're going to give you the money. But you've got money coming to you here in September. So I feel that's good. Your finances look like they're on the up and up, on the upswing. You may find it challenging to be by yourself in September, Leo. You may feel like you want to be in communication with other people and around other people and conversing with other people. It's not like, I know you're fine with being alone many times, but I don't feel like September is one of those months. I feel like you're going to feel really social. You want to be out and having a good time and conversing with people and interacting with them. And I just feel like if you find yourself alone too much in September, I feel like it's going to either depress you or be grating on your nerves. So I do feel like you're going to be going out of your way to be social and spending time with family members in your life, or people, friends, whatever you're involved with. But I feel like you're going to be pretty active socially with people. Some of you Leos are going to retire, or you're going to stop something you've been doing for a very long time. Maybe you were helping your kids raise their kids. Maybe you were being like watchful over them, or like a caretaker to them. You may be stopping that. You could be retiring from a job, or stopping a line of work, and then maybe you're going to open your own business. But I do get retiring from something also comes up through this card. Now, the next card you have here is the Two of Pentacles, which is weighing your options. It also is a card of having to make a decision or a choice between two things. Could be two loves, two jobs, two places to live, two ideas. But as I said, this is a card of weighing your options. And there is emotions tied up in this decision. I feel you're going to fight with yourself a little bit. Why do I do and say the things I do and say? I feel you may say, man, she's a way off. I never reprimand myself. Maybe some of you Leos don't. I have a very good friend that's a Leo. I've seen her do it. But I'm just saying, for some of you, I see you kind of mad at yourself for something that you said or did. Maybe in August, possibly in the month of September, I don't know, but I see like, oh, why did I say that? Now, it could be about someone else. You might be like, why did they say that? Why did they do that? But I really feel like you're directing it at you. That's how it feels here. Some of you are going to increase your income, and it's going to be very fast-paced or come in very quick. Either how you increase your income, it's a fast-paced moving thing, or it's money that suddenly increases your income, comes in quick, or both. So you might want to listen to that again. Don't get mad at me when I talk about health. They are bringing it up. I'm not wishing it on you. Some of you may have issues in your spine with nerves, like nerves pressing on your neck, or nerves or a disc pressing on nerves in your spinal cord that's giving you spasms or twitches or a pain or a crick or something. Or maybe you had a stress, like maybe you play a sport and you injured it that way, or you lifted something heavy at work and you pulled something in it. But I'm seeing a spinal cord, and I'm seeing nerves going up and down, and I'm seeing like zzz, 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 like electrical signals and like pain, and it could be up near your neck or in your shoulders, by your neck, or anywhere in your back, really. Now, that's not going to be the case for all of you, but it is coming up here, and I am feeling it in my back, and they're showing me, like on me, it's like the midpoint of my back, upper mid point. But, you know, it could be just a symbol, and it's not going to happen to all of you, so please don't be upset when I talk about health, but they did bring it up. Some of you are going to have two people that are going to come to you and give you two kind of opportunities, and you're going to have to decide whether you're going to do one of them, one or the other of them, or both. if it's possible for you to do both. And this could be 2 jobs. Like maybe you're going to say, think, I'm doing good at this job, but I want to do this other job too. And you might find a way to have 2 part-time jobs, or maybe this is a job and then you're going to open up your own business, or you're going to be doing 2 things. This to me feels like 2 things that would involve a lot of effort. I mean, I'm not going to say, oh, it's an easy choice. It's, for some of you, this weighing options is two things that you may be going back and forth between the 2. Here, I'm over here doing this work, then I'm over here doing that one. It could be 2 offices, 2 companies, 2 places to do business, or doing business at home and doing business at another place. It comes up like 2 of you doing something. And if it's opportunities, I see you really weighing it like, oh my gosh, which do I choose? Is there a way for me to do both? So think on that and see how that plays out for you in September. Here you have the 8 of Swords, which is being trapped in an emotional prison, or it could be trapped in a situation and you can't see how to get out of it. There could be secrets also, or unknown things. And that could be contributing to you feeling stuck or trapped in some way. Some of you have resisted some things that you don't want to change. So this actually comes up as something you either don't want to face, don't want to look at and see, or something you're resisting doing. You might want to listen to that again because it comes up in these different manners. So there's some resistance, something you're resisting in September 2017. You may be in a love relationship or a marriage or a job that you feel like you want to get out of there, and you really want to so badly, or feel like you need to get out of there, but then some of you feel like you're stuck, trapped, and you have to stay. Or maybe it's because you don't want to get divorced because of the kids, or you don't want to leave the job because then your income's going to drop down too much and you don't think you can get another job that's going to pay you as much money, and you really need that kind of income to come in to pay your mortgage and your car payment and all the other multitudes of bills that we all get levied at us in the world. It could be that kind of energy, but I still feel like you're going to be parting ways or parting company with something. So I do feel you're going to make some decision to exit, leave, or stop something. It's like you need a rest, you need a reprieve. Something has tired you out and stressed you out too much. Something that's been going on. It's either been a project, a job, a business plan, a love partner. It could be, it's a general reading, Leo. I hate to do that to you because I know sometimes the guides can be really super specific, but in this case, they're not designating it at one specific thing. They're designating it and pinpointing it more as the action of what you will do. And the action I see you doing is leaving something. It's the action of leaving something that's tired you out too much. But I do see also through the same card you resisting something that you don't want to see, face, or do. So I go back to the 2 of Pentacles. That could be part of your option weighing you have going on here. Because sometimes these cards in the 5 are intertwined and sometimes they're not. Sometimes they stand alone by separate people and separate actions. In your case, I feel there is some flow going from one to the other in your reading, where sometimes I see that and other times I don't. So I hope this reading was of help to you and that it didn't confuse you. I really hope it made sense. I want to thank you so much for watching, sharing, and liking my videos. Thank you for subscribing and for Google Plusing. I do truly appreciate that. And please be sure to subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I upload and post my videos here to YouTube. Also, Leo, if you're interested in getting a continuation of this reading where I look into my crystal and get additional messages and predictions for you for the month of September 2017 from my spirit guides for download and purchase. You can access these videos by clicking on the link below this video in the Show More section, and it will take you to my Vimeo videos on demand page for September 2017 psychic crystal reading for each sign of the zodiac. You can also access these videos by going to my website, www.theluckymermaid.com. Click on the videos tab on my menu, which is a drop-down menu, and go to page 11. And there you will see the heading for the psychic crystal readings for September 2017 for each sign of the zodiac. On that page 11, you click on your sign and it will take you to that video on Vimeo. And if you're interested in finding out what I picked up from my spirit guide psychically for you about the August 2017 eclipse effects psychic readings for each sign of the zodiac, they are also available, and they're on page 11 as well. There are longer readings than I usually do on Vimeo. Occasionally I do with the beginning of the year and in the middle of the year at the mid-year point. But here, these are also 20 minutes long, just as long as I do here on YouTube on a regular basis. Those eclipse videos are longer, and there are 3 cards, 3 tarot cards, and the crystal for you to give you ideas, messages, and insights about what experiences you and effects you may experience from those 2 eclipses we had in August, and those effects would last up to 6 months. Also, don't forget the Psychic Pastry Chef. Are you curious to see what dessert I made for Virgo with the Psychic Pastry Chef video on my channel? I want to know what Virgo got. If you want to see what cake or dessert or pastry they got for their birthday month of September, you can tune in to this channel and watch the Psychic Pastry Chef video, and I'll give psychic predictions for each sign of the zodiac in that video. So please be sure to check it out. You can also see almost daily predictions from the Psychic Pastry Chef on my Psychic Pastry Chef, the Psychic Pastry Chef LLC on Facebook. And if you want to see what I got cooking on my website with that business, that is www.thepsychicpastrychef.com. So please check that out. And thank you so much for all your interest in my work and the kind messages and emails and words you had to say, even on Facebook as well, about my new video series where you're going to see desserts and pastries. And I know some people are writing me, where's the gluten-free? Where's the vegan? I'm sorry, I wasn't trained that way. And since I'm doing psychic messages, these videos are containing stuff that maybe you personally wouldn't like to eat yourself, but you might enjoy watching it and getting a couple psychic messages while it's happening. So thank you for that. I wish you an amazing September, Leo, and know that I wish you many blessings and peace.